The NIC National Innovation Center is under the Ministry of Planning Investment, established by the Prime Minister in Decision 1269 on the 7th of October 2019, with the function of supporting and development of the innovation ecosystem in Vietnam, contributing to the renovation of the growth model based on science technology. It has the model as a self-autonomous generation of income, and also to support the resources to boost the connection of the innovation ecosystem to develop the high quality human resources operation of the Innovation Network of Vietnam, providing the public service to enterprises and community. In the long-term development strategy, NIC will focus on the key domains of smart plants, digital technology, cybersecurity, smart cities, environmental technology. NIC is expected to be the nucleus in the development and research of the advanced technology and products, and piloting the new business models on the areas of 9.67 hectares in the Hoa Lạc High Tech Park. NIC is built with the two buildings and one convention center. The NIC building is the form of the flying up eagle, realizing the ideas of innovation and bringing the breakthrough values to have the development of innovation companies. The space includes the integrated service center providing the public service to meet the requirements of the companies and enterprises. The business space to provide the flexible office areas and the co-working areas with the meetings and support activities to boost the linkage and connectivity. Technology display center to demonstrate the latest technology, open laboratories to provide the advanced things of the calibration and event space at the events and the meetings of entrepreneurs. The synchronous linkage with the NIC venue, the opposite area of 12 hectares will be for the utility services, and also the sport complex and entertainment and eateries and technological parks. NIC is the national level innovation center enjoying the preferential policies as specified in the government decree. NIC is a model which can be replicated in localities, economic areas, and the member innovation centers can link and enjoy the preferential policies to bringing into full play the advantages of the region and the locality. NIC has been conducting the mission of linking innovation centers in ASEAN to establish a flexible regional innovation system. NIC brings the core values of pioneering, leading, incessant renovation, cooperation for development, linkage for creation, being the motive force to boost the innovation ecosystem in Vietnam to contribute to the development of the nation in the new era. Warmly welcome the leaders, distinguished guests, and you all, the participants, to the launching ceremony of Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 and Innovate Vietnam. My name is Thùy Linh. It is my great honor to be the MC for today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, global economy has been on the recession due to the multi-layer crisis. Among the gloomy backdrop covered by recession, inflation, the disruption of supply chain, Vietnamese economy has been emerging as a bright spot in the region with the GDP forecast to be 8% in line with the positive scenario. And 2 days ago, I interviewed Mr. Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, and he expressed his confidence to that figure of 8%. And State President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc said earlier that for each person, the desire is to have a kind of a pressing motive for and source of encouragement for everyone to take actions and to realize their dreams. Having the desire, having the aspirations, there shall be actions, and there are actions, there shall be accomplishments and achievements. So we have the Innovate Vietnam and Vietnam Innovation Channel was originated from such ideas initiated by the MPI, and I see in coordination with the technological groups, Vietnamese and international partners towards the development of the leading economies. The Vietnam Innovation Change is one of the ideas of the Innovate Vietnam, and this year's theme is innovation in line with the digitalization for enterprises. And right now we have the warm applause to welcome the participation and presence of the leaders, distinguished guests, and guests of honors to our event today. We'd like to have the honor to introduce and welcome from the central and local agencies, Excellency Nguyễn Chí Dũng, Party Central Committee member, Minister of Planning and Investment, also the chair of the program. Excellency Nguyễn Hồng Diên, Party Central Committee member, Minister of Industry and Trade. Excellency Phạm Tất Thắng, Party Central Committee member, Permanent Vice Head of the Commission for People's Mobilization of the party. Mr. Nguyễn Duy Bắc, Permanent Vice President of Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Phúc, Deputy Minister of Education and Training. Mr. Phạm Bảo Sơn, Deputy Director of Vietnam National University Hà Nội, VNU Hà Nội, and Mr. Nguyễn Tuấn Hùng, Deputy Director General of the Vietnam News Agency, VNA. From the embassies, international organizations, and foreign enterprises, Madame Pauline Tamesis, Resident Coordinator of the United Nations to Vietnam. Mr. R. Giorgio Aliberti, Ambassador of the European Union EU delegation to Vietnam. Mr. Chris Van Ba, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Mr. Dennis Adi, Ambassador of Indonesia to Vietnam. Madame Manara del Pilar Minas Jimenez, Ambassador of Spain to Vietnam. Mr. Shanu Chow Ivy, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Morocco to Vietnam. Mr. Raya Jatnam, Ambassador of Singapore to Vietnam. Mr. Rafael Franco, Public Policy Director of South Asia and South Asia Meta Group. Mr. Lee Dong-yuk, Senior Advisor of SK Group. From Vietnamese group, we'd like to introduce Mr. Tào Đức Thắng, Chairman of the Board and CEO of Viettel Telecommunications Group. Mr. Trương Gia Bình, Chairman of the Board and Chairman of the Board of FPT. Mr. Phạm Văn Tài, CEO of Thaco Corporation. Mr. Nguyễn Trung Chính, the Chairman of the Board of CMC Group, CMC Technology Group. It is also our pleasure to welcome the leaders of the enterprises, innovation companies, investment funds, embassies, associations, foreign enterprises in Vietnam, international organizations, and the media representatives. Once again, warmly welcome and thank you for joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, now we'd like to invite you to look at the screen on the Vietnam the Innovate Vietnam and the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022. To develop, there should be determination. The journey to results always goes with challenges. Each success is the fruit of efforts. Vietnam is on the journey of outstanding development and having the unprecedented growth. The growth rate is 7.02%. Import-export is more than half a trillion US dollars, and the sharp decrease of the unemployment rate. COVID-19 outbreak in the context of the globalization taking place strongly, leaving severe and profound consequences in the world. With the disruption of the manufacturing and supply chain, hiking prices, and the disruption of tourism, and also the impact on the social and psychological. But glory does not mean that we never lose, but it is a way that we stand up each time after we fall. Innovation is the key to success in the social development strategies of most of the nations and territories. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính affirms that innovation is both the center and the motive force of development. The government continue to be the companion of the companies and enterprises to continue ecosystem for the best objective of develop prosperous, mighty Vietnam. And also no one is left behind, including science, technology, and innovation shall be the motive force for the economic growth to achieve the targets to become a high-income economy by 2045. Innovate Vietnam is initiated by MPI and organized by the NIC with the participation of tech groups and international Vietnamese partners to boost economic growth based on innovation towards a sustainably developed and prosperous Vietnam. Innovate Vietnam by 2030. Innovation will contribute 40% to the economy and to support the development of 500 pioneering enterprises, leading the company by 2030 and enhancing the capacity of innovation in the public services in the central and local levels. And number 4, to develop the innovation system in a comprehensive manner to be the attraction of tech and innovation investors, with the participation of the 500 biggest companies in the world, with the first landmark of the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 to upgrade the innovation ecosystem of Vietnam, calling for solutions and initiatives from companies, countries, and territories worldwide to settle the issues in Vietnam, in addition to the prizes and the support group worth 300,000 US dollars. The solutions selected to display and implement in provinces in the cities in Vietnam. This is the important activity to check the feasibility, enhancing and replicating the activity nationwide. Mr. Rafael Frankel, the Meta Group, public policy for South Asia and South Asia, is confident that the solutions will be the nucleus to boost the process of digital transformation, enhancing the competitiveness for more than 800,000 small and medium enterprises in Vietnam. The value of VIC 2022 brings ease, boosting the support of the SMEs in Vietnam to strong, so that can actively participate and move to the higher step in the levels of the global supply chain, enhancing the governance capacities of the SMEs via the application of new technologies and solutions, enhancing the policy dialogues between government and enterprises, linkage between the FCIs, big companies and SMEs, so that science, technology, and innovation will be really the direct production force to boost social development with the participation of the entire political system and all of the sectors, levels, and localities, the intelligentsia, the society in research application of science, technology, and innovation for a prosperous Vietnam. To continue the program, we'd like to invite Mr. Vũ Quốc Huy, Director of the NIC of MPI, and Mr. Charles Winston, consultant of Meta Group, to proceed onto the stage to provide you with the detail of the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022.
Dear Minister PI Nguyễn Chí Dũng, dear leadership from the central agencies and local organizations, dear distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to be on behalf of the National Innovation Center and Meta Group, who co-organized this program. I would like to introduce the more details of our Vietnam Innovation Challenge agenda. First of all, we would like to introduce you to the context that NIC and Meta co-organized the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 event and the program in 2022. First of all, the 4.0 industrial revolution is now speeding with the involvement of different national specific strategies for its success. In this revolution, Vietnam is among the leading innovation index countries like US, UK, Singapore, and South Korea have already got their strategies right from the onset. Vietnam with the MPI Ministry of Planning and Investment as the key strategic advisor on socioeconomic development and affairs, providing assistance to the government. Specifically, in-person Minister Nguyễn Chí Dũng recognized the opportunity of the 4.0 revolution with his advice to the party and the government, state government, on the development of the resolution number 52 of the Politburo of the 4.0 industrial revolution and action plans in this course. It is also MPI who advised, who recommended the National Innovation Center right at the very beginning of the fourth revolution, industrial revolution, promoting innovation activities. In various strategies and directions of the party and the national government, innovation is the key driver for the future growth. And it is also MPI in 2019 who proposed to the party and the government to issue the resolution number 50 on foreign investment cooperation, which plays a very important role in the national economy, whereby changing from attracting foreign investment into foreign investment cooperation between domestic and foreign firms, for allowing for domestic firms to engage in deeper integration and higher competitive development. With such, how domestic companies can improve their competitiveness and productivity, as well as market penetration for deeper involvement in the value chain, that it is important for promoting innovation in every domestic firms in Vietnam for further promoting its engagement in the global value chain. These are the requirements for launching Vietnam National Innovation Challenge for the target of promoting innovation in Vietnam with developing the leading firms. These leading firms, pioneering firms, can be strong firms that continue to be strong, leading innovations in the country, and also new startups who are incubated and become dragons in the Vietnamese firms system. The program is also aimed to improve innovation index in both the private and public sector for promoting innovation in science and technologies, for the utmost goal of promoting and developing the national innovation ecosystem in Vietnam. as attractive destination for technology and innovation investors, with the presence and operation of Vietnam, with their presence and operation in Vietnam, including the top 500 firms in the world. Within the framework of Vietnam Innovation Challenge, Innovate Vietnam, within Innovate Vietnam, Vietnam Innovation Challenge is one program, very first program, to encourage individuals and organizations in the world to deal with the national important challenges towards prosperous and sustainable development of Vietnam. This is not a starting point. This is not a brand new program. In the recent 3 years, MPI have already worked with many partners to implement the different projects and programs for promoting innovations. And this is one continuation for mobilizing more resources from inside and outside the country to add resources to the promotion of innovation, specifically in supporting Vietnamese firms. Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 targets SMEs through digital transformation for attracting sustainable investment for engaging more Vietnamese business community into the global value chain. The key theme of Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 is innovation together with digital transformation in firms for participation in the global value chain. So it's divided into different priority areas for attracting different good ideas and solutions from businesses in Vietnam in contribution to promoting innovation and digital transformations in business community. The first area is building capacity of governance capacity for SMEs through application of new technologies and new solutions for improved productivity and performance in doing business, expanding the revenue in contribution to sustainable development of the economy. Second, to strengthen the linkage between FDI, big and small and medium enterprises. Thirdly, to promote the support for SMEs in Vietnam for proactive participation and transformation into the next level in the global value chain. And fourthly, to improve the kind of policy dialogues between the government and the business community. And we have known about the recent efforts for startups to have early involvement in the market, and also transfer technology in the Vietnamese market. And I'd like to now give the floor to my partner to introduce about the encouraged solutions. Như anh Huy cũng đã vừa đề cập tới, chúng ta thấy chúng tôi thật sự là muốn khuyến khích trong cái chương trình thách thức đổi mới sáng tạo quốc gia này. Chúng ta biết đổi mới sáng tạo diễn ra khắp nơi trong mọi lĩnh vực mỗi ngày. Luôn luôn có những đổi mới sáng tạo trong mọi lĩnh vực. Và chúng tôi muốn khích lệ những giải pháp trong 8 tiêu chí như sau. Trong số đó, đầu tiên là chúng ta có thể nhìn thấy ạ. Giải pháp sẽ tập trung vào tăng cường năng lực quản trị cho các doanh nghiệp vừa và nhỏ, tập trung vào cải thiện cái năng lực, tăng cường năng lực cho doanh nghiệp vừa và nhỏ thông qua ứng dụng công nghệ mới. Và chúng tôi cũng muốn thúc đẩy, chúng ta có thể quay trở lại cái trang chiếu. Trong 4 cái lĩnh vực đấy ạ. Thứ nhất là nâng cao năng lực quản trị của thể doanh nghiệp vừa và nhỏ. Thứ hai đó là tăng cường liên kết giữa khu vực doanh nghiệp FDI, doanh nghiệp lớn với doanh nghiệp vừa và nhỏ trong nước. Chúng tôi muốn khích lệ những cái liên kết và tổ chức các cái hội thảo tăng cường năng lực quản trị, cũng như là tập trung vào những cái giải pháp số đơn giản, thuận lợi, chi phí tối ưu cho các cái gọi là có những cái nguồn đầu tư thu hút hấp dẫn hơn. Cho thấy các cái giải pháp được khuyến khích ở đây thì còn có cái giải pháp 5 và 6, đó là hỗ trợ kết nối cái cơ hội đầu tư trên thị trường.
Programs to connect with the government, really, because what we want to focus on is promoting SME development along value chains. So that means connecting enterprises with the government to find better access to investment information, market information, capital, as well as being able to enter into government programs, as well as help businesses and investors to improve the way that they do contracts so that they can be legal and more efficient. And so the last set of solutions, 7 and 8, we want to focus on increasing and improving the policy dialogue between businesses and governments by focusing on improving that dialogue. In order to do that, we need better data. And so solution 7 will talk about, we would like to call for proposals to get better data, more specific data management in key sectors by sector and by industry. And then lastly, we want the data to be higher quality so that if everyone has better quality data in the economy, that will lead to better policy discussions and ultimately a better economic and investment environment. So with those solutions, we want to say that there will be, in the challenge, we will have selection criteria for these different solutions, and they will be evaluated by leading experts and institutions within Vietnam's innovation economy, and they will look at the following criteria. One, we want to look at how innovative and unique the solution is, and also look at its, number 2, the potential impact on, in terms of society, in terms of social and environmental sustainability. And also very important is number 3, which is the how comprehensive the solution is at solving major problems that it seeks to set out to do. Also, we want to make sure that any solutions are going to be suitable. And we want to look at the competency profile of the candidate to make sure that we're looking at the team. Who are the core members? Do they have a track record of success? And we also want to look at whether those solutions are suitable for the Vietnamese case. In fact, we want to look at localization, solutions that can be localized because we want to make sure they're cost effective, that they can be suitable for the Vietnamese market, as well as Vietnamese infrastructure. And last but not least, we want to make sure that when we select solutions, that they are going to be ones that are scalable, because solutions that are scalable can grow, and those solutions will be more comprehensive and ultimately be able to improve the innovation ecosystem here in Vietnam. So the challenge will begin. So we'll have early rounds in early February and March that will run, and chosen selections that are selected in each of the 4 fields for the various participant groups will be invited to an innovation summit on April 21st, 2023, which happens to be World Innovation Day. This is a really great opportunity, I might add, for potential solution providers to get connected with investment opportunities and potential clients. There will be venture capital there, We will have members of large corporations as well as provincial and regional authorities. And moving on. Great. And so the selection committee, the board of the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022, will be comprised of leadership from various government ministries, including the Ministry of Planning and Investment and Ministry of Science and Technology and others. We will have members of regional and city governments there from Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, Da Nang, Gan Tho, and Hai Pham, as well as there will be representatives in both foreign and domestic corporate sector, including TACO, Viettel, Meta, FPT, and others. And so now when these awards are selected, ultimately we will have 13 awards in total, and 12 of those awards will be broken down by the 4 fields that Mr. Huy had mentioned earlier, and 3 awards in each field will be given to the top solutions based on the participant profiles of startup, small businesses, and large institutions that can have integrated solutions. And finally, the top prize, the highest selected solution, will be given an award of up to 50,000 USD. So in addition to the cash awards, there will also be a number of support packages that will be offered to solution providers, from support packages, technical support from USAID, ADB, and the UNDP, as well as co-working space and lab space from Sunhua Innovation and NIC, as well as cloud services from service providers like Viettel, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and CMC. In addition to that, there will be digital marketing opportunities for solution providers to leverage with support of Meta, as well as Gold Sun Media Group. And I think one of the most important and perhaps the best aspects of this support package will include a fact that we'd like to provide solution providers with a connection to do pilot programs in regions, regional and leading regional and cities in Vietnam to be able to test their solutions to see whether or not they are feasible for scaling up. We think that these pilot programs are really a critical step towards measuring feasibility for these solution providers. And altogether, all of the awards in terms of cash and in-kind contributions will total 300,000 USD. And so with that, we would like to, in the spirit of cooperation, really call for collaboration between the public and private sectors together to join hands to build and to test and to implement these innovative solutions. And we want to thank all of the partners that have come along with this project for all of your very important support to strengthen this challenge program through your support packages and through your technical assistance and through your solutions networks and other vital resources that you'll provide. It's our hope that through this collaboration, with your participation, Meta has no doubt that this program and programs like it will foster a more robust innovation ecosystem here in Vietnam and go a long ways towards fulfilling the real promise of innovation, which is to improve prosperity for the Vietnamese people through sustainable economic growth. So, with that said, the portal for registration for the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 will be open today, beginning on October 25th at the NIC website, vic.nic.gov.vn, as well as the QR code right behind me. We call on all proposals to be submitted from now until January 31st, 2023. That's what the deadline. And so we thank you and we wish all of the participants the best of luck. In other words, chúc tất cả mọi người tham gia chương trình hôm nay luôn luôn thành công.
In session success and to develop a better future. Vâng, xin cảm ơn. Thank you, Mr. Mu Quốc Huy and Mr. Charles Winston. Xin cảm ơn ông Charlie về tiếng Việt rất là tuyệt vời. Now we have the honor to invite Mr. Rafael Franco, a Public Policy Director, South Asia and Southeast Asia at Meta, to share with you
Wow. What an amazing event. I am Rafael Frankel, the Director of Public Policy for South and Southeast Asia at Meta, and I must say I am both very humbled and honored to be here today at the launch of the Vietnam Innovation Challenge. Your Excellency, Minister of Planning and Investment, Nguyen Chi Dung, Your Excellency, Minister of Industry and Trade, Nguyen Hong Dien, Deputy Head of Commission of Mass Mobilization, Mr. Pham That Thang, the representatives of the foreign embassies and international organizations in Hanoi, and representatives of our foreign and Vietnamese partners in the private sector, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Meta, I would like to congratulate Minister Nguyen Chi Dung and his team at the Vietnam National Innovation Center for having us all here today to witness the launch of the 2022 Vietnam Innovation Challenge. I must say I am standing here at this podium and I see a lot of faces of people who all believe in the same thing. People that I've come to know over the 20 years that I've been coming to Vietnam. People that believe in the future of Vietnam, people that believe in the innovative spirit and capability of the Vietnamese people, and people in the government, the private sector, and civil society and communities who want to collaborate to build the future here in Vietnam together. Last month, I had the honor to speak to Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh at the roundtable discussion on Vietnam's economy in the post-COVID economic recovery phase. I used that opportunity to confirm Meta's long-term commitment to support Vietnam's innovation in the digital economy, and I wish on that point to elaborate a bit further. Over the last 20 years, Vietnam's hard work and creative entrepreneurs, supported by smart government policies, have built a thriving digital ecosystem. We appreciate the efforts by the government of Vietnam to support Vietnam's goals for digital transformation and its Industry 4.0 vision. Meta is actively supporting this transformation with a number of key initiatives. These include joint communications campaigns on COVID-19 vaccination with the Ministry of Health, which reached more than 40 million people. It also includes digital skills training for more than 580,000 Vietnamese students, close to 25,000 teachers, and 64,000 small and medium-sized enterprises across Vietnam. In the coming time, we're excited to introduce more innovative programs for both Vietnamese businesses and our larger Vietnamese community. Minister Nguyen Chi Dung, just a few months ago, we were together in San Francisco, where the National Innovation Center and Meta signed an MOU to launch this program entitled Vietnam Innovation Challenge. It's an annual challenge to seek global innovative solutions to address Vietnam's national issues. And the topic of the 2022 Vietnam Innovation Challenge is Digital Transformation for Enterprises in Vietnam. This is another testament of Meta's long-term commitment to collaborate with Vietnamese government and the private sector to promote innovation and digital transformation. We are confident that the solutions sought from this annual challenge will serve as a catalyst to expedite Vietnam's digital transformation and to increase competitiveness for more than 800,000 small and medium-sized enterprises in Vietnam, which make up more than 98% of all the businesses in the country. Minister, we've come a long way in a very short amount of time, and we were talking earlier about the need to keep pushing the gas pedal and keep building. And what I said is, at Meta, we believe in being bold. And I want to say today that we are committed to doing that in the long term. And we also hope this initiative will build upon the success of Meta's previous programs in innovation. For example, in 2018 and 2019, we launched 3 developer circles in Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang, supporting over 3,000 developers. These are networks of local young innovators who can have access to training and coaching provided by Facebook and Meta experts through in-person events and online support. In 2019 and 2020, we launched 2 developer circles in Vietnam Innovation Challenges to further invest in upskilling Vietnamese developers. These 6-month training courses and competition programs provided respectively in Ho Chi Minh and in Hanoi attracted more than 800 technology students. In our exchange last month in Hanoi, Your Excellency, I was pleased that we both shared the same vision for a prosperous Vietnam. Taking a long-term view, if Vietnam was able to lift itself this far, this fast, over the last 2 decades, just imagine what Vietnam can be like in the next 20 years. In 2019, Vietnam launched its Made in Vietnam strategy to develop its domestic ICT industry. By shifting from assembly and outsourcing to one with strong local capabilities for product creation and design. In this regard, Vietnam has a number of factors in its favor. Vietnam is ranked 44th in the world in the Global Innovative Index, but first among 34 lower and middle income countries. The Vietnamese people are incredibly entrepreneurial, creative, young, and exceedingly driven and resilient. These traits can help the country punch above its weight in shaping the future of the internet. Vietnam was one of the first developing countries to implement 5G trials in 2019 and roll out its 5G network in 2022. And this year, Meta and Bain Company produced a report entitled Southeast Asia's Digital Consumers, A New Stage of Evolution, where Vietnam ranks first among 11 Southeast Asian countries when it comes to adoption of future technologies. This embracing attitude of future technologies, not just by startups, but also by the broader population and the government, puts Vietnam firmly on its path to achieving its Make in Vietnam strategy. We also know that comprehensive legal regulatory reform is underway to support Vietnam's digital transformation and prepare for the digital age. On this note, I would like to continue to emphasize that the free flow of data across borders is vital to ensuring Vietnamese users can access industry-leading services and data mechanisms provided by both local and domestic companies, local and foreign companies. This is vital to ensuring Vietnam's digital transformation success. It's therefore crucial that regulations on internet content and digital economy don't create digital walls that impede domestic economic growth and foreign direct investment. Vietnam has long maintained an open economy for digital services, and we strongly urge the government to continue in that direction. The combination of these factors provides momentum for Vietnam to achieve its ambitious target of growing its digital economy from the current 8.2% of GDP to 20% of GDP in the next few years, transforming from low-tech manufacturing to service-oriented economy. If I have a crystal ball, I see Vietnam's future as a regional leader in green economy, technology, creating millions of new jobs, producing more unicorns than ever before, and leading us into the metaverse, a digital world with unparalleled potential to unlock new socioeconomic opportunities. Imagine a Vietnam where fleets of Vietnamese-made electric cars dot the roads, not just of Vietnam, but across Southeast Asia, and provide high-paying jobs to millions of Vietnamese people while keeping the environment clean for generations to come. Imagine a Vietnam where millions of software engineers don't just write code for the top international technology companies, but own and run some of the top technology companies in the world. Imagine a Vietnam that's a future in metaverse, that's a leader in metaverse technology, that builds the best virtual reality and augmented reality devices, that creates immersive, rewarding educational experiences for our children, and allows a doctor performing surgery in Ho Chi Minh City to teach the next generation of servants in Hue without even needing to leave her office. Distinguished guests, Your Excellency, the future is well within reach for Vietnam. We stand at a pivotal moment where Vietnam has it within its power to ensure it stays firmly on the trajectory of this beautiful future. The openness that characterized Vietnam's economy over the past 20 years must be maintained. And we hope that Vietnam's digital economy policies will further expedite its domestic economic growth and its fast-growing innovations sector. And I want to say that this Vietnam Innovation Challenge is just the beginning. I've been traveling frequently to Vietnam for more than 20 years. I plan on coming here for the next 20 years as well. And I can't wait to see the future that is born in the years to come by the effort we make together today to launch the Vietnam Innovation Challenge. This is another important step toward a prosperous digital Vietnam. Cảm ơn.
Thank you so much. Vâng ạ, có thể thấy là từ chia sẻ của ông Rafael Franco, tôi có ấn tượng ở những điểm sau. Đấy là ông nói Việt Nam thuộc top đầu Đông Nam Á về ứng dụng khoa học công nghệ.
Among the top of Asia in application of IT, and he promised that in the past next 2 decades in Vietnam more often. Yeah, I think it is also demonstrate Meta's commitment to Vietnam stronger in the future. Now we would have the honor to listen to the CEO, Mr. Trương Gia Bình, Chairman of the board and Chairman of the board of FPT, on the commitment to realize the accompanyship of FPT with our event today. Mr. Trương Gia Bình, please. First of all, I would like to warmly congratulate the NIC VIC scheme and project of Minister Nguyễn Chí Dũng. I'm deeply sharing with the enthusiasm of the Minister on this scheme, on this project of the VIC, NIC. Vietnam has two motive forces. The engine of which has been depleted, that is the cheap labor force and land. So if we want to avoid the middle income trap, we have only one more drivers, which is the innovation. So NIC VIC project is extremely important. Only congratulate the minister. The second point I would like to share with you is that I would like to take this opportunity to call upon the youngsters of Vietnam who are learning or who have graduated from university or who are working in startups or who are working in groups like a Viettel or VNPT. Please join actively in the race entitled VIC, Vietnam Innovation Challenge, because it will help you to demonstrate your capacities, your desire, your aspirations, and that would be amazing what you can do in your life. I only call upon you to join. The last point, in the capacity of the FPT group, we really think that digital transformation, technology, are the only ways for us to mature and develop, were the only ways for us to mature and develop. And innovation is the foundation for sustainable development. So we shall support Challenge Vietnam, Innovation Challenge Vietnam, VIC, with all of our capacities. Specifically, we have 25,000 tech experts. We are ready to conduct the mentoring to you. We are going to also provide infrastructure, cloud infrastructure to help you to work out, or we can assist you with the data centers. And we can also support you to link you with the investment funds, because we also have a fund named Visa, connected with the investment funds in the world, and we can help you to be connected quickest to the market and flying upward successfully. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Trương Gia Bình. I see that you are committed not only human resources but also to support the implementation and linkage of the infrastructures and with the investors. Now I would like to invite Mr. Phạm Văn Tài, CEO of Thaco Group.
His Excellency Nguyễn Chí Dũng, Member of the Central Party, Minister of Ministry of Planning and Investment, dear leadership from different central executive ministries, agencies, international organizations, ladies and gentlemen, attending the event today, Thaco is very honored to accompany with the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022, launched, led and organized by MPI for sharing the knowledge improvement on the role of digital transformation, innovation in engagement to the global value chain. Thaco Trường Hải company established in 1997 for 25 years now, starting with the automobile manufacturer company. Now we are engaged in multi-disciplines in automobiles, mechanics and supporting industries, trade services, investment in development and construction, for bringing values to clients, partners, society, in contribution to the national economic development from with our wholehearted contribution. Our involvement in digital transformation for fast and appropriate strategies with technology, innovation and upgrading as key for product quality improvement and competitiveness improvement. We prioritize investment in application of technologies for introducing of smart factories and Thaco Chu Lai Industrial Park to digital transformation and introduction of IoT, AI, big data for production and manufacturing, and as well as our corporate governance. Thirdly, we participate in negotiation with the international partners for digital transformation in different stages and models as a basis for digital transformation throughout Thaco. Ladies and gentlemen, for Thaco, innovation is the process of research development of products and improvement and upgrading of processes, services, and business models for more services and values to the society. Innovation is needed to be invested much further with in-house resources and government support, as well as local governments through policy that promotes innovation. Throughout our manufacturing and production, we have received lots of effective support from central and local governments in development and application of science and technologies through very practical and effective technological programs. Therefore, THACO's production and innovation has always been on the next levels. THACO has received support from the National Innovation Center, NIC, in ecosystem development and linkage for innovation. So we welcome Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022, and with our practical financing of Hòa Lạc High Tech Park, with the total investment capital of $10 million. THACO is committed to actively participate in the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 by proposing solutions, commercializing products and product innovations, as well as digital transformation appropriately. Let me wish you all good health and success. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Phạm Văn Tài, for sharing on comprehensive digital transformation in THACO, as well as your history from 1997. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Mr. Nguyễn Minh Chính, Chair of CMC. His Excellency Nguyễn Chí Dũng, Minister of MPI, dear ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of CMC Technology Corporation, we'd like to warmly support the Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022, led by MPI and CMC with more than 30 years of development. We are a technological company with more than 5,000 employees. After 30 years, more than 30 years of development, innovation is a key motivation for business development. Therefore, CMC, from its very first days, already set CMC as innovative firm. We have an innovation center as a fund in CMC from the very early days with the Innovation Center Fund. We very much look forward to those who want to have startups and want to rely on R&D foundation. You can go. You are welcome to a very beautiful floor of CMC with Innovation Center. We also have a program for technological application, which is one of the keys for our growth. This year, we also continue to engage in education with CMC University, which is a very important attribute to innovation course. Building the culture of innovation and the environment of innovation is very important. Therefore, CMC always accompany with Innovation Challenge as well as National Digital Transformation Program with other activities in innovation, where we provide a cloud infrastructure and C-open ecosystem, which welcome all organizations and particularly SMEs in your digital transformation and arrangement for innovation in your organization. So last, we are committed to take lead and also accompany with the National Innovation Program launched by MPI, which is among the very important and meaningful programs for the promotion of a national economy, which requires innovation. Let me wish you good health and success. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nguyễn Trung Chính, Chair of CMC, for the commitment of the ninth floor of very inspirational working environment in your innovation center. very attractive invitation. Ladies and gentlemen, to continue, we now have the presentation and sharing from representatives of different companies and foreign funds who will express commitments and very wonderful sharings. Mr. Lee Dong-yuk, Senior Advisor of SK Corporation, please.
My name is Dong-wook Lee, Senior Advisor at SK Chairman's Office. I'm very honored to be attend this event to see the Vietnam's big movement, which is Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to the Minister of MPI, Nguyen Chi Chung, and all those involved NIC who has put a lot of effort into making this event possible. I would also like to thank MOIT Minister Nguyen Hong Chien and everyone else who attended and showed interest during their busy schedules. As you well know, Korea, where SK is headquartered, is a very small country, which was devastated by the Civil War in 1950 and created the miracle. It is today in the midst of nothing. To that end, Korean parents made all their sacrifice to educate their children. And I think it is the result of preparing the future by experiencing a new world that combines innovative thinking based on such knowledge and the world's best internet and wireless communication networks. Therefore, as soon as the Minister of MPI spoke about the importance of Vietnam's Innovation Center in 2018, SK expressed great interest and support for MPI's NIC for Vietnam development. SK Group is a group focusing on energy and communication and IT, and has expanded its business to include batteries and hydrogen in energy, and semiconductors in IT. Beyond the goal of achieving net zero by 2050, our some companies achieve net zero in 2040. And by 2062, we set a goal of offsetting all the carbon already generated by the SK Group. As EnviroTech related to this is a global trend and new industry, we are voluntarily preparing SME impact analysis through MPI's TAC nodes. Considering that Vietnam can be easy to participate in the EnviroTech global supply chain. In addition, we are preparing to include Vietnam in the global supply chain by holding Net Zero Day in early next year and explaining the EnviroTech business that SK want to promote globally. I really hope that MPI, NIC will guide these ideas already being conceived by SK so that they can be a great help to the development of the Vietnam and SK. Thank you. Xin cảm ơn.
Trình bày có cái gọi là thông dịch nó chưa được hoàn thiện. Given the sharing by SK representatives with the commitment to accompany with Vietnamese companies to integrate deeper into the global value chain, which is a very bright future. Besides the kind of offline presentations and speeches, we also will listen to other online speeches. We have already facilitated translation support, so you can wear headsets. Mr. James Tan, Executive Director of Quest Venture, as a venture capital fund with James Tan and Wang Yuning in Singapore.
Hello,
Vâng, xin kính
I am
chào quý
James
vị.
Tan,
Tên tôi là James
Managing
Tan.
Partner
Tôi là giám đốc
at
điều
Quest
hành
Ventures.
của Quest Ventures.
Quest Ventures
Quest Ventures chúng
is
tôi
pleased to
rất
be a
hân hạnh
strategic partner
được là
of
đối
the
tác
Vietnam
chiến lược
Innovation
của chương trình.
Challenge. The Vietnam Innovation Challenge seeks to strengthen the capacity of small and medium enterprises through digital transformation and innovation. This is in order to attract investments into them and into Vietnam in a sustainable way and pave the way for domestic businesses to thrive in a period of disruptions brought about by technology and innovation. Quest Ventures is a top venture capital firm in Asia and is an early stage investor in many of the top companies in Asia today. We look forward to supporting the innovators in this on the launch of the Vietnam Innovation Challenge.
Vâng, đó là những chia sẻ của ông James Tan,
Thank
giám
you,
đốc điều hành
Mr.
của
James
Quest.
Tan, Quest Ventures. Now we come to the clip of Sanwa Innovations. Sanwa Innovation in the Sanwa network and the Sanwa group in the domains across the globe.
Hello everyone.
Xin
Sanwa
chào
Group
tất cả
is a
quý vị.
Hong Kong conglomerate and has been expanding globally over the past 65 years, with Vietnam as our second largest business hub. Understanding the importance of innovation for organization and economic growth, we established
The platform is facilitated and connected by a network of our local innovation centers in Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, various cities of China, and Phnom Penh. It is tasked to foster cross-border exchanges and collaborations among startup ecosystem stakeholders to drive the innovation and entrepreneurship in Vietnam, as well as Asia as a whole. With the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, innovation and digital transformation are the next stage for economies and corporates around the world for the optimization of efficiency, cost reduction, and compatibility of products or services. Vietnam has huge potential to develop this industry as Vietnam possesses a high percentage of young population with 70% of internet users and growing middle class, which translates to relative high supply of skilled labor and readily market demand. It improves productivity and quality of services and goods to reach international standards and thrive in the competitive global market. Initiatives like Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022 are needed to explore, nurture, and promote innovative solutions to solve national challenges. Sanwa Innovations, therefore, is honored to be the partner of Vietnam Innovation Challenge 2022. We're committed to leveraging our international resources and network to facilitate disruptive innovators from all over the world and contribute to Vietnam's path towards a digital economy. last but not least, I wish the very best success for this meaningful program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jesse Choice, CEO of South Asia of Sanwa, CEO of Sanwa Innovations. Next, we have a partner from the US, Draper University, the US, Mr. Skid Chua Lu, Business Development Director and Partner of Asia Pacific and Europe, Draper University. It was established by Tim Draper, a legend in venture investment, with the early investment in Hotmail, Skype, Baidu, Skype, and Mr. Tim Draper established this university, training 2,800 entrepreneurs from various
Hey everyone,
countries.
Chris Jung here from Draper University. I head up business development and partnerships across APAC in Europe. It's an entrepreneurial education institution in Silicon Valley founded by Tim Draper, famous venture capitalist. We fly startups in from all around the world. They join us and we help them, flagship program, Hero Training, a pre-accelerator where we help them refine their business model. We introduce them to industry partners, investors, and hopefully, try and help them get some funding. We're very excited about all the talent coming out of Vietnam, great founders, great technical founders. We definitely see them in the building. So we're excited to partner with the Vietnam Innovation Challenge and all the great things they're doing on the ground over there. And hope to see you in this neck of the woods sometime soon. Cheers.
Next, we will listen to the presentation by Hong Kong Science Technology Park Corporation, represented by Mr. Winston Chan. HKSTP is recognized for the such contribution to the success of partner companies and science technology ecosystem of Hong Kong in 2019. HSAP was awarded the Incubator of the Year.
On behalf of the HKSTP, we are very glad to be one of the community partners supporting Vietnam Innovation Challenge. Huge thanks to Ministry of Planning and Investment, NIC, and Meta for the invitation again. We have indeed partnered with various corporates and investors in Vietnam in the past few years, scaling Hong Kong technologies in the local market for business adoptions. And of course, we are also committed to help Vietnam tech startups leveraging Hong Kong's network and advantages, tapping into the larger Greater Bay Area market in China to expand their businesses. We believe that working together with our trusted partners in Vietnam, more and more tech startups and outstanding young talents will definitely build a more sustainable global business landscape and value chain. Can't wait to see the positive impact and benefits which tech startups can bring through the Vietnam Innovation Challenge. Thank you very much.
Cảm ơn quý vị. So, the very brief messages, but right to the point, quite pertinent. So we see that the VIC 2022 has attracted lots of attention from entities and organizations from home and abroad. It would be quite attractive for organizations and entities which has potential and are interested in bringing Vietnam to fly higher and farther. Now, very important part of this event today, we have the honor to invite Excellency Minister of Planning Investment Nguyễn Chí Dũng for the instructional speech. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, I feel really moved to be responded by you to this very significant forum, significant, meaningful to Vietnam at this moment of time. And you have demonstrated your consent and commitment to be the companions of ours. Really moved I am. On behalf of the MPI, I would like to express my sincere thanks, our sincere thanks to you all for participating in the launch ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have said, and you are aware, the role of science, technology, and innovation and digital transformation is extremely high, extremely important for all nations, including Vietnam. Vietnam has achieved lots of results over the past 35 years of renovation or đổi mới, but also it is facing lots of challenges coming from outside, from inside the internal economy, the challenges from the process of changing economy, shifting model, and also the integration process. And Vietnam has set the target, the high target growth, quite challenging it is. By 2030, Vietnam shall become a developed country with a modern industry, higher higher middle income level, and by 2045 a developed countries with a high income. So the timeline from now is under 2030 only 7 years, and by 2045 we have 23 years, quite short the duration for the development of any nation. And to achieve the targets in the world, few countries have been able to do that. And we want to surpass the middle income trap. The world has said only 12 countries who can who could avoid a middle income trap. Vietnam is in the threshold of a middle income nation. How to avoid the trap? The party, the state of Vietnam have defined and many of you have said the only way, the only opportunity is to seize the opportunity of the IR 4.0. That is the opportunity for Vietnam. That is the path for Vietnam to catch up, to go side by side, and also to overtake in a higher level, a higher step of the ladder. That is the only way, and we have affirmed in all of the party documents and the resolution number 13 of the party development strategy, national country 10-year social development strategy, or resolution number 52 of the Politburo on the making use of IR 4.0 and so on. And on such basis, we would be able to help Vietnam to avoid the middle income trap, develop a higher self-reliant, higher resilient and adaptive economy, and achieve the targets at the landmarks of 2030, 2035. That is the only way. Helping us in restructuring the economy and renovation of the growth model towards the enhancement of productivity, quality, efficiency, and competitiveness of the economy. That will be the opportunity to do that. And given the awareness, the National Assembly, the governments, ministries, and sectors have developed the institutional framework with policies, strategies, plans, action plans. We from the MPI, we are the kind of counseling organizations on the strategic issues of the country, strategic national development, projects or schemes of new economic models, new programs, new institutional frameworks to apply in the upcoming future. And there are many laws the ministries have been counseling the government on, including the MPI, to support innovation and science technology research. We from the MPI, we have the initiative which is supported strongly by the ministries and government. It was the establishment of a national innovation center. Yeah, we have mentioned a lot this morning. It has some kind of a brand name, trademark. Yeah, NIC. I'm very proud about that. This is the effort of the entire ministry and the support and accompanyship of other ministries. Ministry of Information, of Communication, Science and Technology, Education and Training, Industry and Trade, State Bank of Vietnam. We were together right from the first days to study, to provide counseling, and with the support of BCG, Boston Consulting Group, we developed this project. And we're now implementing the construction in Hòa Lạc High Tech Park. Now, Mr. Trương Gia Bình, we now are in the process of completions, and in March we will officially inaugurate the center. It is a great effort with the financial support at the Republic of Korea's Thai Han Bin Quốc SK Group. And we also now have the participation of TACO, Vin Group to form the biggest material facilities in Vietnam. You don't know how much it is ranked in South Asia, but it is the biggest one in Vietnam, I'm sure. So in the physical matter, in the material aspect, yeah, it is fine. But how about its operations? So we still need the participation of all the technology groups here today, both Vietnamese and foreign ones, because it belongs to the country. The NIC belongs to the country, not only the MPI. So we try to form a leading regional center, so to contribute not only to Vietnam but also to contribute to the region and the world. Such highly influential. So we hope that the foreign technological group, including Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, and also the domestic ones, Viettel, CMC, FPT, VNPT, and so on. Yeah, many of them. We want you to be with us, to join us. And we also identified one point: the Vietnamese human resources are plentiful and quite capable. At present, the resources are now scattered in the world. So we have established a Vietnam Innovation Network to gather all of the experts of technology, science from all over the world to participate in that Vietnam Innovation Network. So we now have 8 offices overseas, and we have linked with about 10,000 experts who are Vietnamese, working in the training institutions, university, research institution groups, who are also appreciated. It is an invaluable sources of force, capacity. So we can turn them into values. So we are confident that we will develop that network even further. For the upcoming activities, we have lots of activities, digital transformation for businesses, cooperating with the USAID for 2 years now. We have a whole program to support more than 800 Vietnamese enterprises with the motto, with the spirit, the quicker the better, the more the better. So that Vietnamese company to be accessible to digital transformation immediately, accessing and being supported, and more or less they shall bring about the value to the companies. And once the value is brought to the enterprises, it will be contributing to the development of the economy. We just put that simply, and we will try to do our best in the training, in the creation of the ecosystem to support the enterprises. And the USAID have supported us a lot. Groups like Google and Amazon, domestic companies work with us a lot to bring about technological solutions and products. But there are now two issues. We have surveyed and we see that there are two difficulties in the companies. Now about 60% of them say that they have the financial and technological difficulties. And about 52% say that they face difficulties in terms of human resources. So it is around just some points. The money for accessing to digital transformation, technological solution, we can be provided to meet the demands of the companies, of the shifting of the production model, enhancement of the productivity and the training. And the third point is the human resources in DX, digital transformation. So they are the three difficulties that Vietnam has been feeling, and we are sure that in the upcoming future, the event we launched today will continue focusing to deal with the three issues. We need to mobilize the financial resources to support challenges and programs and tournaments and contests like this, and human resource training, providing of technological solutions. That is what will be done. In the upcoming future, we need to do in a quicker and stronger manner. We often joke with each other that if we are slow, even the Prime Minister of UAE has said he will climb to the moon or the Everest, and we are ranking second. Nobody will remember us. If we are the runner-up, nobody will know us. We must be the first one. We must be the number one. We must be the pioneer. And Vietnam also have another joke that do not present the peach blossoms after the Tết Lunar New Year. It will be nonsense, no meaning, meaningless. The world is advancing very quickly. If we are slow, we are behind. If we see the challenges and we turn them into values, it will bring about the benefit to the countries. So we hope that you all are present here and attending virtually, please join us and Meta to successfully carry out this program, contributing effectively to the enhancing of the competitiveness and capacity of companies, and to contribute to the competitiveness of the country, helping Vietnam to develop prosperously, achieving the targets and aspirations, and coordinating with, cooperating with us, MPI, in the program that we are making efforts for. We are also committed to be even stronger, making even more efforts to join you all, so that we can successfully carry out this program and also other program. And in the upcoming future, we have 2 points. We plan to, we intend to. And so I would like to tell you now, so that you can think. We need to develop an innovation fund, Vietnam Innovation Fund. Only in that way can be we proactive to carry out many activities in a more plentiful manner and in a quicker manner. And we hope that you all, international organizations, embassies here, lots of ambassadors here, and technological groups, industry, technology, you are here. So join with the Vietnamese government in the establishment of the Vietnam Innovation Fund. That is the first point. Another plan of ours is that we are now planning to carry out a program, annual international technological exhibition, to be held annually at the NIC. Technological exhibitions. You know that the meaning is quite high, right? Highly significant, right? important significance, right? Providing connection, providing opportunities for to cooperate. There should be the participation so that we can have an annual international technological exhibition to be held in NIC. Those are the two plans we are having in mind. We look forward to your cooperation. So once again, on behalf of MPI, thank you, Meta. Thank you all the groups and companies from home and abroad in the domain of innovation. Thank you all. Thank you.
His Excellency Nguyễn Chí Dũng, Minister of MPI. I see that the presentation by His Excellency Minister sets out a very macro and strategic direction with the three key challenges of finance, technology, and capital, with the three target of pioneering, leading number one, and leading, and with the kind of idea of National Innovation Fund. Now we move to the very important session, which is to press button for the launch of the Innovation Challenge today. Please kindly give us some minutes to arrange the stage. And while we prepare for the setup of the stage, we'd like to share with you some information. First of all, since 2015, Meta representative already mentioned the fact that the Innovation Index of Vietnam has improved remarkably by 10 levels. According to the Global GII 2021, Vietnam ranks number 44 out of 132 countries and economies after the WIPO provided the GPP update. So for Vietnam, the forecast of 2022 is very positive. However, 2023 may see some reduction in growth. However, so some slowdown of our growth. Yet it's in line with the global economic deflation, with inflation, high inflation pressure. So to maintain the pace and also make use of the breakthrough advantage, the resolution by the Politburo M 2021-2030 is economic development strategy of the party will continue to emphasize innovation as key driver of economic growth of Vietnam. And the Vietnam Innovation Challenge today is a very practical move towards that strategic direction. So now we have 10 years to go to reach 2030 target. Now that we are prepared for the most important moment of our ceremony, everyone is now holding our breath to see all the leaders and guests invited to press the button of the day. Possibly, the stage is ready. I'd like to invite Minister of Ministry of Planning and Investment, Mr. Nguyễn Chí Dũng, Minister of MOIT, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Diêm, Vice Chair of the Propaganda Committee of the party, Meta representative, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Phúc, Vice Minister of Education and Training, Phạm Bảo Sơn, Deputy Director of National University of Hanoi, Colin Thamasis, Resident Coordination of UN Organization in Vietnam, Mr. Phạm Văn Tài, CEO of Trường Hải Thaco Trust Company, Mr. Tào Đức Thắng, Chair and CEO of Viettel, Ms. Lê Hoàng Nguyên Vi, Executive Director, New Ventures Fund, Mr. Nguyễn Trung Chính, Chair of CMC. There are 6 podiums. Now we will all put our fingers to activate the energy. Now that all the leaders, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hand on the energy activation button. Let us count down to officially announce the Vietnam Innovation 2022 Innovate Vietnam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vietnam for the sustainable development of Vietnam. Congratulations for this beautiful moment. Please stay on the stage for the moment. Now that all the ladies and gentlemen, we will together take photos of this very special moment. And we'd like to xin mời tất cả các đại sứ và đại diện các tổ chức quốc tế cùng lên sân khấu để chúng ta có một cái bức ảnh lưu lại những cái khoảnh khắc đặc biệt này. Let us give our like figure. Thank you all. So the special moment has just marked a new beginning, and we can have very strong confidence in a new journey of success and achievements. Thank you all very much for spending your time and making the special morning happen, and looking forward to accompanying with you in this journey.